Ladies and gentlemen, if any of you are ever in the neighborhood of West Los Angeles, California, and you are looking for a punch in the nose, drop in at 1313 Blueview Terrace and say to Chester A. Riley, "Bonjour, monsieur." You'll get what you're looking for. Riley by nature is a tolerant man, judging all men by their deeds, not by their native language or creed. But lately he has developed a strong dislike for the French language in general, and a certain Monsieur André Lafayette in particular. It all began a few weeks ago when Riley made a startling discovery that caused him to take immediate action.
Peg! Peg, come here, quick!
What is it? Hello, dear. What are you yelling about?
I got good reason to yell. Just look at this letter.
Oh, it's in French.
So that's what it is. I found it on the table. It's for Babs. Somebody's writing her in French.
Riley, you've got no right opening your daughter's mail.
I did not open it. It was already opened. This time she saved me the trouble.
I don't care. You got no right reading other people's personal mail.
Well, everybody's always reading my personal mail. You all know exactly how much I owe the gas company.
Well, you better put that letter away because Babs will be home pretty soon. And if she sees you've been reading her personal
Hey, this is
mail...
no time for etiquette. Just listen to what this letter says. Ma chère Madame Oisel. What do you think of that?
I think I know why you flunked French at Brooklyn High.
Merci pour vos jolies fleurs. Did you hear that? Acetate très aimably à vous. Sincèrement, votre André Lafayette. What nerve. I'll punch him in the nose. I'll break him into...
Riley, you know what this letter says?
No, but I don't like it. And when I get a hold of this Lafayette guy, I'll... How do you say fracture in French?
Listen, this letter's perfectly harmless. I'll translate it for you.
Since when do you know French?
Oh, I studied it in school, you know, and then I worked on that French boat one summer as a waitress. Let's see, Ma chère mademoiselle, my dear miss, merci.
Mercy. Mercy nothing. I'm gonna... How do you say mobilize him in French?
Quiet. Merci means thank you. Pour vos jolies fleurs, for your lovely flowers. It was very charming of you. Sincèrement, votre mate, André Lafayette. Sincerely, André Lafayette. You see, nothing to it.
Why is Babs sending a strange man flowers?
He's her French teacher. It says so right here. Votre mate.
Aha, he's not a French teacher. He's a mate. Peg, Babs is too young to have a mate.
Listen, mate means teacher in French, master. Now you satisfied?
Why is he sending her teacher flowers?
Oh, one day I had to cut a lot of sweet peas, and she said she wanted to send some flowers to her French teacher at school. What's the harm, anyway?
I don't know yet. But before I'm through, there'll be plenty of harm. I'm checking up on this.
Hello, Junior.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Pop.
Junior, I want to see you.
What's up?
Sit down.
What did I do?
Now, you don't have to get scared just because I ask you to sit down. I want to grill you, that's all.
Riley.
Please, Peg. Junior, what do you know about a guy named André Lafayette? Now, come clean.
Lafayette? Oh, Lafayette. He's the French teacher at Babs School.
Aha, he's a French teacher.
Attaboy, Sherlock.
All right, Junior, spill it. Does Babs like this guy?
Does she? Oh, she's goony over him.
What did I tell you, Peg?
Suppose she is, so what?
Why didn't you report this to me before?
Well, I just didn't.
What do you think I'm paying you 10 cents a week for, to spy on Babs? I want reports.
Chester Riley. Do you mean to tell me you pay Junior to spy on Babs?
Now, don't get excited,
Do
Peg.
you?
Well, the father's got to know what's going on. I'm away at work all day.
I never heard of such a thing, spying on Babs. Who you got spying on Junior?
Babs.
Of all the fantastic... I suppose the next thing you'll hire somebody to spy on me.
No, I won't. I'll attend to that myself.
Oh,
Now, don't get excited, Peg. Don't change the subject. We're talking about spying on Babs.
Hey, there's Babs now across the street.
Look out. Let me see. Oh. Well, I'm glad to see that she's with some nice young fella instead of that old teacher.
Get away from that window. Doesn't look good.
Hey, Pop, that is her teacher. That's Monsieur Lafayette.
You mean that nice, young, good-looking fella is a teacher?
Uh-huh. All the girls in school think he looks like Errol Flynn.
Out of the way.
I'm having that window taken out. What does that mean in English?
He is quite young looking.
Peg, this is getting more serious than we thought. First flowers, and now he's walking her home.
Oh, I'm sure it's quite harmless. Now, you calm down. She'll be here in a minute.
I'll give her a good talking to. I'll tell her good and plenty.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Yes, I will. I'm going to personally okay any man my daughter goes with.
My father let me decide who I wanted to go around with.
Yes, and he's sorry to this day.
Oh, Mother. Oh, Daddy. Oh, what a lovely day this is.
She's punch drunk. Hello, Mother. Hello, Daddy. Young lady, what's going on between you and this Frenchman?
What?
Sit down. And don't try to make out that I don't know what I'm talking about, because I was just spying on you through that window.
Spying. Mother, did you hear?
Yes, dear. It's a new method for raising children your father's invented.
What about this guy?
Professor Lafayette is not a guy. He's the most cultured man I ever met. Why, he was a student at Sorbonne University.
You got enough trouble fighting off them students at Westwood High School.
Look, dear, it isn't that your father and I want a medal, but don't you think that you're showing a little too much attention into this, Mr. Lafayette?
I assure you, Mother, my interest in Professor Lafayette is purely platonic.
Platonic?
Ours is simply an intellectual relationship.
Fine. There, you see, Riley, there's nothing to worry about.
Lafayette is a man, isn't he? He's alive, isn't he? There's plenty to worry about.
Oh, Daddy.
Now, I don't want you having anything to do with this guy. No more outside of classes.
But he's having dinner with us tomorrow.
He is not. We're not going anywhere with him. Tell him to save us money.
I invited him here.
He's coming here. He certainly is saving us money. I won't stand for it.
Babs, don't you think you should have asked me?
Oh, I was going to tell you, Mother, but I didn't ask him until just before.
Oh, he's not stepping a foot inside of this house. That's final, finished, and complete. I know exactly what to say. I'll wait for just the right opening. And I'll say to him, Monsieur Lafayette, don't you think it's impossible for real love where there's a big difference between ages? And then you say,
But this is impossible. She isn't in love with the professor.
I ain't taking any chances. Don't forget, you weren't in love with me years ago when we were going around together. But here you are, stuck. So remember, no matter what I say, you agree to it.
Oh,
I'll say,
I'll agree with you, but please don't embarrass the poor kid. She's only 16, remember?
here he is.
Mother, he's here. Daddy, put your coat on.
Yeah.
Mother, is my hair all right? Is my dress all right?
Behind Finder. Is my hair all right? Is my dress
yes.
all right?
Is my hair all right? Is my girdle on straight? Who do you think is coming, Leah DeRocha?
Daddy, not so loud. He'll hear you.
Let him in already.
Oh, good evening, monsieur.
Ah, bonsoir, mademoiselle Riley. Enchanté de vous voir.
Peg, look, he's kissing her hand.
Just a French custom.
Oh, monsieur. Monsieur Lafayette, I don't believe you know my...
Do not tell me. This could only be your sister. The image of you.
Oh, no, I'm Bab's mother.
And we can prove it.
Oh, but no, no, such a young and charming mother. Enchanté, madame.
Monsieur.
This is my father.
How do you do, monsieur?
I'm fine. No kissing her hand.
Your father, he is delightfully amusing, no?
Yes.
No.
You have a most charming little home here. These California bungalows are so cozy. I love them.
Speaking of love, Professor, don't you think that when
Riley, dinner's served.
Bonnier, so he drags the horse over to Montparnasse.
Oh, well, let's be comfortable. Sit down, won't you?
Thank you. Ah, Madame Riley, you are a sublime cook.
Oh, monsieur.
Excuse me?
Please sit down, Monsieur Riley.
Thank you.
As I was saying, Madame Riley, the cuisine, c'est magnifique.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Did you really enjoy the pot roast?
Oh, did I enjoy? Oh, I love Yankee pot roast.
Speaking of love, Professor, don't
That
you
was
think...
Mother's special recipe for potato au gratin.
Oh, the pomme de terre. Oh, I hate so much. but then I love potatoes.
Speaking of love, Professor, don't you think that
I
when
made
there's...
the coleslaw, monsieur.
You, Miss Riley? You have made the coleslaw?
Speaking of coleslaw, Professor, don't you think that it's impossible for real love when there's a big difference between ages?
Frankly, no. Amour, she knows no boundaries. Neither age nor nationality. It is what is in the heart that counts.
Oh, I don't know about that. What do you think, Peg?
Oh, I agree.
You see, she agrees.
I agree with the professor.
We've been married for 17 years. What does she know about love? As a matter of fact, only the other day I was reading about a case in Tennessee where a man 90 years old got married, and the girl was only 15.
Oh, but that often happens. May marries December.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better if May married Morris, her own age? After all, he's 90, 6 times her age. When she's 30, he'll be 180.
Oh, Daddy.
She'll want to go out dancing, but he'll want to stay home with the children. So what happens? So one fine day, she elopes with a kid half his age.
Oh, Daddy, a man 180? It's impossible.
Not in Tennessee, it isn't. But the professor gets what I'm driving at, don't he?
Oui.
Fine.
Madame Riley, as we say in French, votre château, c'est très charmant.
Oh, you'd like the house. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, mais vous parlez le français.
Un peu. Je étudie à l'école.
Peg.
Mais vous parlez très bien.
Je travaille sur un navire français dans mes vacances quand je suis une jeune fille.
Peg.
Madame Riley, she speaks French very well.
Well, a little, but I've forgotten most of it.
Oh, you must take lessons. Within a few months, you would speak fluently.
Oh, lessons at my age.
Mother, Mr. Lafayette tutors privately. Maybe he could give you lessons.
Well, I think I could find time for just one more pupil.
Oh, could you? I'd love to take French lessons.
We can't afford it. I'm the only one in the family that's working.
That's right. We really can't afford it.
That is a pity.
Yeah, ain't it?
But, well, you have been so hospitable. Perhaps I could exchange the lessons for the dinner.
Oh, we couldn't expect you to trade those valuable lessons just for some free eats, could we, Peg?
No, of course
Oh,
not.
but why not? Every night I must eat in the cafe. It costs me $2. I charge for the lesson, $2. So, I come here twice a week. I give the lesson, and I have the excellent dinner. Voila!
Just a minute.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea, Mother.
Oh, I
Just
think
a
that's
minute.
a perfect arrangement if Mr. Lafayette doesn't mind.
Just a minute.
Why should I mind?
Just a minute. We're going too fast.
What's the matter, Daddy? Don't you get it?
I get it, all right. I'm getting it good, and I don't like it.
But, dear, just the other day you said a woman should have other interests besides housework.
Yeah, but
It's
Peg...
all settled, then. You'll come to dinner tomorrow night, Mr. Lafayette.
Okay, Monsieur Riley?
Please, dear, huh?
Okay, Monsieur. But I'm warning you, when you're giving my young and charming wife these valuable French lessons, just remember one thing. Lafayette, I am here.
Monsieur Riley, il n'est pas ici. Pourquoi?
Oh, Daddy will be home any minute.
I thought we ought to eat or the food would spoil.
Parlez français.
Oh, oui.
Ce soir, on parle seulement français. Entendu?
Tonight we speak only in French. Oui?
Oui.
Uh,
Bon.
Commencez.
Bon.
Hey, come home. The locust is back eating the crops.
Comment ça va, mon père?
What?
Bonsoir, Papa. Bonsoir.
Huh?
Bonsoir, ma chère. Vous êtes arrivé de bonne heure.
I ain't got a family anymore. This is the Foreign Legion.
Oh, but dear, this is a new system Mr. Lafayette's trying out. On the night that he's here, he wants me to speak only in French.
I won't stand for it. It's bad enough you're talking French, Peg. Now the kids are talking it.
What's wrong with that, Daddy?
All right, Peg, have it your own way. But I'm warning you, I got my pay this afternoon, and if you want any of it, you better ask for it in English. Or else I'll pay you off in French.
Oh, Daddy, you're a scream.
What are you laughing at? This is all your fault.
Monsieur Riley, comment allez-vous?
I am not going into the alley. I'm staying right here. Let's eat.
Bon.
Bone for you, meat for me.
Dear, that's your favorite salad.
Ce soir, on parle seulement français. Entendu?
Oui.
Pass the pepper.
Alors, dites-moi, madame, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait aujourd'hui?
Aujourd'hui, je me suis levée de bonne heure.
Would you please pass the pepper?
Et après, je suis allée au bon marché.
Et qu'est-ce que vous avez acheté là?
J'ai acheté des légumes, des bœufs, des pommes de terre, des salades.
Please, passez the pepper.
Well, which one do you want, the Times or the News?
Not the paper, the pepper. I'm talking French.
Ah! Daddy.
That settles it. I don't have to stay here and be laughed at in my own house.
Oh, Ronnie, where are you going?
I'm getting out of here. I'm going to eat over in Lum Feng's Ming Toy Gardens, where everybody's a 100% American. Bon sour.
Oh, Ronnie, please sit down.
No. What a revolting development this is. That Monsieur Lafayette. I wish I could think of some good way to ship him back to France.
I know a very cheap way, believe me.
Who's that?
It is I, Digby Odell, the friendly undertaker.
Hello, Digger. What are you doing here in the park?
Why, I was just taking a stroll around the pond. I enjoy listening to the frogs croak. But why are you here? All alone, separated from your dear ones?
I got troubles, Digger. Do you speak French?
No, only Latin and Greek. I prefer the dead languages. What's plaguing you, dear chum?
There's some French guy comes to my house and gives Peg French lessons. He comes twice a week. I hate Frenchmen.
Oh, you must be tolerant of all nationalities, Rang. Now take me. Frenchmen, Swedes, Italians, Americans. I make no distinction. I put everybody on the same level.
Yeah, but I think Peg's got a crush on him. You know, these foreigners have a way with women.
Oh, yes, I know just what you mean. Once my wife had a crush on a crafty young Arab, Ali Ben Massa. But I put an end to that.
What happened?
Massa's in the cold, cold ground.
Wish I could think of some way to take care of that Lafayette.
You must flatly forbid him to come to the house. Tell him you've had enough of his Gallic charm.
You're right. I'm going to tell him off. I'm going to put him in his place.
And if you fail, come to me. I know just the place to put him.
The next time he comes will be the last time.
Be tactful but firm.
I know just what to do. I'll stand right near the door, and when he knocks, I'll open it, grab him by the seat of the pants, and say, "Au revoir, monsieur."
Bully, what does that mean?
That means goodbye in French.
Then I have a suggestion. Why not confront him and say, Digger Odell?
Digger Odell?
Goodbye in any language. Well, cheerio. I'd better be shoveling off.
Now, that's what I want you to do. Now, have you got it straight?
Yeah, I watch out the window. When the professor shows up, I open the door quick so he doesn't ring the bell.
That's it. And don't tell your mother he's here until I finish my business with him.
What's up, Pop?
Well, Junior, you'll understand this better when you're a married man. You see, people say that we're civilized. But we still have to live by the law of the jungle, where every beast protects his own nest. Now, you may look on me as your father, but underneath, I'm really a beast.
Hey, Pop, here he comes now.
Good. He's here early. I'll open the door for him myself. Now, you watch this. It'll be good experience for you. Come in, Professor.
Ah, bonsoir, Monsieur Riley. Madame, she is home?
No. And keep your voice down. I got a headache.
Oh, I am so sorry. But you lesson for Madame.
There ain't gonna be no lessons. You're through.
Oh, but I do not understand. Perhaps you are not satisfied. We are not making enough progress.
We're making enough progress, all right. We're making too much progress.
But what is wrong?
I'm sick of you and your fancy French ways.
Oh, but monsieur...
Yeah, I seen you operate, coming in here gobbling up the free eats and munching on my wife's fingers for dessert.
Oh, but that is merely a continental custom. In Paris, we all...
Don't tell me anything about Paris. I know all about Paris. I had some friends of mine in the army over there. I was over age. With some of the things they wrote me, I almost enlisted myself.
Oh, just a minute.
I'm wise to you. You and your garlic charm, sneaking into happy families and trying to break them up. My wife don't want no part of you, and I don't want no part of you.
You have the nerve. You dare accuse me of...
I'm not accusing you. I'm telling you. Now beat it.
Don't push me. Don't push me.
Don't tell me not to push you. I'll punch in your pretty face. And I'm the boy that can do it.
Oh, you fat as mustache.
Junior, whose side are you on? Wait a minute. Somebody said... You said your father's mustache. You speak perfect English.
I was just speaking... I was just using the American idiom.
I might be an American idiot, but I know Brooklyn when I hear it.
Okay, Mac. You win. But please, this is confidential. I wasn't born in France. I just studied there.
I'm from Brooklyn. My real name is Andy Lafferty.
Andy Lafferty? Andy Lafferty? You mean that you're not afraid that you're from Brooklyn? Andy Lafferty? Hey, Peg, come here quick.
What's going on here? Ah, bonsoir, monsieur.
Yeah, bonsoir, Monsieur.
Daddy, what's the big joke?
I'll tell you what the joke... I'll show you what the joke is. Go ahead, Monsieur. Say those 3 little words.
What words?
Go ahead. Or I'll tell the schoolboy.
What words did you say, monsieur?
Your father's mustache.
Monsieur, you speak just like Riley.
Now he's got as much charm as I got.
What a revolting development this is.
Oui.
Oh, I guess I'd better scram.
Wait a minute, Andy. Not on your life. You're staying right here and having dinner with us. And don't worry about your secret. We'll keep it strictly confidential. And you can have dinner here any time you want.
Yeah, but I thought you said... Well, I mean...
Don't worry about that, Andy. That was before, when I thought you were a Frenchman. But now that I know you're a phony from Brooklyn, we're pals for life. Survey the grub.
Dinner's on the table, Riley. Ah!
Hey, you know something, Andy? I might take some of those French lessons myself. I don't mean to talk the language only. You know, some of those customs, like bowing and nibbling on the lady fingers.
Oh, Riley, I can see you.
I can do it just as good as Andy, I bet. Here, give me a paw, I'll show you.
Riley, stop it. Ow, you bit me.
Oh, excusez-moi, madame. Or as we say in French, pardon me, babe.